How's Ryan Gravenberch? What's the latest on his injury? How serious is it?
He's good. So that happens not often, that you send a player to the scan and that everything comes out clear. So normally when a player feels something and he goes for a scan, they always find something. But it was only Dom, so he's fatigued, extra fatigued, that means. So we have to be careful, but I think today there's a possibility he can train. So that's a really, really good news, especially because he plays well. He, especially against man-marking sides, he is really helpful to keep the ball.
I suppose that was a big thought as well, wasn't it? Because he is beginning to get up ahead of steam in terms of his performances. The last thing he needed was a setback.
Yeah, especially Alexis is out, of course. He's a player we miss. You see that in the game where sometimes it's really rushed. He's a player who's really calm. So yeah, we miss a few boys. But with Wata stepping up, with Ryan, Kurt, Harvey, Dom, so still good.
You got a timescale on Alexis? Yeah.
It will go into the new year, but that could be possible. So we play the 1st of January. So let's see.
And with Ryan just checking as well, does that mean he's not available for tomorrow night? And do you think with more Arsenal he'll be available for? Or?
It's like this: if a player is fatigued and he comes off, there is something, no? But there's no muscle tear. There's nothing in the muscle, but the muscle is fatigued. So because he feels something, so we have to be careful. But how I said before, he can train hopefully today, and we have to judge it. But especially he has to judge himself, and I can't see why he would not be available for the next week. So but let's see tomorrow. Comes quick, the games come too quick. Yeah.
Well, that's it. Quarter-final of the League Cup. Arsenal to come at the weekend. I mean, does that put into context how decisive a month this can potentially be in your season?
We always say that the first half of the season is like a base you create. You want to bring the Europa League to the knockout stages. You want to after Christmas you want to be in and around top 4 for sure, but close to the front in the Premier League around this period after Christmas. You want to play, especially this team, because it's basically a new team. You want to reach finals and reach the semi-final in January. Will only be helpful for the boys to grow. And they show a lot of passion, a lot of ambition to compete in this competition. So that's something we really want.
How do you assess this quarter-final lineup now? Obviously, you can only think about West Ham, but 3 of the 4 ties are all Premier League ties. So this is going to be a really interesting competition this year.
Yeah. It is an interesting competition because if you want to be successful in all 4, if you want to at least compete in all 4, you need a full squad available. You need everybody on their toes, like every day, and everybody wants to play and everybody wants to compete. That's the main thing, and I feel really happy about these last weeks because you see that you need the full squad to win football games if the calendar becomes like this, and that's something we did. So I'm really proud of that. It shows how subs came in. It shows how the mentality was of the boys to create really a difference, and that's something you need. And that's why I like this competition a lot as well, because it gives some players opportunity, it gives young players opportunity, and at the same time you play early finals, and everybody knows Liverpool Football Club is here to reach finals, to play in the finals at least. Yeah.
You've had some tough games the 2 games that you've had. Leicester obviously look as though they could be a Premier League team again soon. Bournemouth away isn't easy, and now West Ham, who are going well at the moment in Europe and in the Premier League.
It's like this: you need to earn the right, to progress. And West Ham is a team who beat Arsenal, who is already in the knockout stages of the Europa League, same as us. I feel they are more collective with Kudus, Bowen and Paqueta up top. They have a lot of technique there. They're really class. They can create from deep, they can create high. Individual qualities are good. And they still can mix it up, long balls to Souček, and then really compete from there. The right side is really combination, like with Kudus coming inside, combine that. They are good at that. And what I feel, they are more aggressive than they were before. So big compliment to the coach, of course, because he's doing a really good job, I think. And because they are more aggressive as well in their pressing. When they feel good in games, they go higher and with more aggression. So we will need to be spot on. We will need to be respect this and then put our game into place. We have to try to push them back and all these things. But yeah, let's see.
What do you, as a coaching unit, make of Darwin at the moment? He's not scored since the goal against Bournemouth, which got you into this round. What's the general feeling about it?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think Darwin is full of desire. You see this in each game. And if we would only judge players on the goals, that would be so unfair. Because in our way, always when we reach our targets or when we really were there to compete, it was always about the collective. That was always made the difference, not individual. It was always the collective who made. When Mo was not playing well, it was Sadio who created. When Bobby was maybe not playing well, Mo was the one who's decisive. So that these things happen. I feel that there's a good connection between Mo and Darwin, for example, the way they see each other, assist each other. And I feel above everything that Darwin is playing a much better season than last year. The way how he defends for the team, the way how he controls the centre and at the same time put pressure, the way he goes, the way how he chases back, his counter press as well. He helps us a lot when we are deep and we can play with him as a reference. So he does that much better. Take the goal from Jota, one play long and he sets and Mo then assist Jota. But he becomes much more our striker. It's a long time. We play with a false nine where the extra play come there. Now it's Darwin who's always in the last line, maybe too high, offside sometimes. But he's learning and he's. But I like a lot, and I think, and we have the discussion more often. This guy is full of fire, and that's what our stadium likes, and that's what we need as well to lead the line in this way, and can only become better. It's a good thing. And it's always with goals. If you create a lot, the goals will come naturally, and that's a compliment to our team as well, because we are creating. And sometimes you have to be a little bit lucky. Yeah.
So there's no sort of. I know you measure it differently than just goals. But as a striker, he might feel. I think he said in the past he switched off social media. I mean, it's 10 games. Do you speak to him about it? And
we sit together. We do individual meeting. We show images. We have a really good relationship. Well, all of us have, so I'm not speaking only me. And he feels our trust, and that's the thing what we can give him. And as I said, if you're not creating, that would be much worse. But we are creating, so. Yeah.
Thanks.
Where do you feel Szoboszlai's up to at the moment? He set ridiculously high standards when he first came in, first few months of the season.
Yeah.
Maybe not having quite the same influence on games.
Yeah.
Is that a bit of fatigue? Is there other players missing and the team not functioning quite as well, or what do you think it is?
He's 22. He's so young, and we are really happy that he made impact already. So we know what he's capable of. The only way to come back to the standards he has is to work harder, to work better, to train better. The rhythm he has because he plays constantly games. I'm not saying that he's not, so understand me right there. He has this character that he wants to show and wants to be important for the team. As long as he keeps that and he fights and the team around him is stable, he will come back to his best as well. But we already saw what he's capable of, and that's something we need. Last year everybody was saying we need to renew our midfield. No, we need new boys. So now we have new boys, and some there will always be difficult phases in the season, or less top moments in the season. We're just really happy that he's with us. That's for sure.
When would you hope to have Diogo back playing?
He's doing ball work outside, so he's getting better and better. But always with the hamstrings, it's tricky. You always want to give it like 2 or 3 days more because and then you're at least sure, especially with the re-injuries before. So yeah, we will be careful with him, but he's close. Yeah.
How do you kind of balance the moment that there's unbelievably high expectations at the start of the season with the reality of this is being sort of say kind of renewed? How would you sort of get the balance right, really?
The balance between
what people sort of seeing the team already and expecting
but
the title maybe and.
Yeah, the only thing that's we created this ourselves, no? So it's basically, one thing is the expectations the people think, the other expectations are what we think. We start a season where we want to create new memories, where we want to create special games, where we want to create a team who can beat the best teams in the world. We don't need to be the best, we want to beat the best teams. This mentality has to go, and underneath all of the talks, underneath of everybody saying, and all discussions after a United game, this team underneath, it's growing and it's growing and it's growing, and you feel it in everything, how they are together, how they train, how we push Man United, for example, for the first 30 minutes on their half and they can't come out. That's our new team, so and that's growing, and we, coaching, management, Jürgen, of course, and all of us, we feel this, and that's something we want to build on. And we always knew it will never go like that doesn't happen. It takes time to build a good team, to drill a good team, to that they feel connected in a certain way, and that they know our game inside out. So we know this, and but we are really happy with the team in front of us. So, and I hope that Anfield is happy as well, because this team has an unbelievable future, in my opinion.
Pep, was just a bit of housekeeping really. Fabio Carvalho's out on loan at RB Leipzig, and he hasn't had a lot of minutes, and reports the discussions to bring him back in January. Has there been a decision? I think Leipzig played their last game in Germany before the break.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, I love England. No, we just keep playing. It's top. It's unbelievable. No, we have to make a good decision on him. No, most important that he finds rhythm. We all know that a player with rhythm is a different player than a player without. So to keep playing, a player with confidence or without confidence, and a player who trains in a certain way is a different player. So he needs to find minutes. No? But it's not up to me. It's up to our directors to speak with the club and to find the best solution for him. We all want the best for him because he's our player, and so wait and see. But no decision made about that.
Pep, you've spoken before about this team's improving. How important? I know it's like a new team, but how important would be to get that first trophy, which could be the Carabao Cup, if you could do it, really, just to show people this team can win like Liverpool did.
Oh, careful. No, for sure, yeah. So if you want, you have to build on something. You have to, how can I say? If you want to build a team who really can compete, you need to play finals. That's why this Carabao Cup is so important, because you play already in January a semi-final, and to grow, to make this step, that's massive. And but I think the most important thing is that the boys, our players, say Virgil, say Dominique, say Trent, say Robbo, these guys, Mo, that they have the ambition to win, that they want more trophies, and a few of the big ones left who had this ambition, this passion to put every day in place certain standards, and I feel that this team that they wanted even more, maybe without saying it, but it's really nice to see them grow in this way.
Well done.